I wish full dive would be out before I'm old. I've seen some variation of this comment posted so often, I can't help but want to address the subject. There are a lot of ways to look at this question, but I'll break it down to 3 just for this video. 1. Can you be physically too old for full dive? 2. Can you be mentally too old for full dive? And 3. Can you even enjoy full dive when you're old? Got it? Then be sure to like the video for me finally addressing this subject and subscribe if you haven't already, because we're going to be covering stuff like this in the future and you don't want to miss out. Once you finished up with that, we can finally get started. 1. Can you be physically too old for full dive? To be blunt, no. Full dive technology, as is outlined in Sword Art Online, is based on your brain. You could literally be so old you can't move and need to be on life support to survive and still be able to use full dive. For the most part, you'll be just as good using full dive at 100 as you would if you were using it at 10. If anything, being at retirement age when full dive is around is going to be awesome. You'll have the benefits of being young and able while not having to work or go to school and having the money to do with what you want. Don't forget too that there were old players in Sword Art Online as well, so it isn't a strange idea to imagine them taking advantage of the VR opportunities to just plain old enjoy themselves. If I'm being really honest, I'm trying to figure out why you would not want to be at retirement age when full dive is ready. I can't wait to buy all the pricey items from the in-game store using real-world money to wreck you guys. Pay to win, people. Most teenagers are broke and grandpa's got that 401k and social security deal going on. GG everybody, GG. 2. Can you be mentally too old for full dive? This one is trickier to answer because, quite frankly, we don't understand our brains much at all, if we're being honest. Age does have a tendency to kind of slow your reaction time, hence why certain types of pro gaming is actually best done at a certain young age. But in many titles, you can make up the difference using strategy and tactics, which generally improve with age. What's more, we haven't really identified any sort of memory or cognitive limits with regard to our ability to continue growing with age. So again, full dive may actually serve the function of liberating our minds from the limitations of our withered bodies. Poor vision making it hard to read, deafened ears not letting you hear the lecture or show, taste buds not what they used to be. Yeah, full dive skips all that entirely and delivers things straight to the brain, so yeah, no longer an issue. Really, the only problems that can pop up are the age-related diseases that are just kind of a part of the human condition. But full dive isn't supposed to make you rich and cure aging here, people. It just lets you enjoy the game as though it were real. Gotta look elsewhere for those kinds of other things. Actually, speaking from what we do understand of the brain, or at the very least, the ways in which we study it, I dare to say that asking if you can be mentally too young for full dive may actually be an even more valid question at this stage. I'll link a video on here when I finally get around to making it on this topic, because that is a topic that just can't go ignored. 3. Can you be too old to have the time for full dive? If you're a young person asking this question, you gotta be real with me. You're probably going to school, aren't you? Maybe have a club or some friends to hang out with afterwards. Probably have homework to deal with or some other project or something that you need to have done. Have you ever considered that adults have no obligation to do any of that? Kids, the people in the world who have the most time to do with what they want are rich adults. If you're broke, whether you're old or young, you ain't got the time to be playing games all day for full dive. Let's be honest, most people probably aren't even going to be able to afford Nerve Gears or Amuspheres when they finally come out. So if you're watching this video right now in 2019 and wondering, I'm not gonna have the time to play full dive, here's your solution. Stay in school, get a great job, or start a great business, be financially literate, get rich, and then enjoy. Because if you're broke, you aren't going to have the time or resources for full dive, and if you're rich, well, you already know you have all the time in the world. Well everyone, that just about does it for this video. Remember to rate, comment, share, and subscribe if you like the video, and so you don't miss out on being first when I cover the question, can we be too young for Full Dive? It'll be linked to here if it's already available, but you'll be behind the other Virtual Dreamers in knowledge by then. Also, check out the Virtual Dreamers Discord server if you want to have a chat with other like-minded people on these kind of topics too. We've got some great people on there, and I pop in to drop some knowledge or have some fun there too. Well then everyone, thank you again for watching this video. Till next time, my fellow adventurers and dreamers, this has been Gregory, logging out.